investigate, they're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.
Clubbing represents a space where people can relinquish themselves from the shackles of their ordinary life and lose themselves within the chaotic hedonism supplied by lights, music, and people. Its roots go back millennia and should likely be viewed as a fundamental aspect of human culture. However, the human itch that clubbing and scratching has changed significantly since the days of banging makeshift drums and dancing around a fire with a tight-knit community. The aggressive commercialization of the expansive feeling that clubbing seeks to provide has sought to undermine its purpose, and it hasn't gone unnoticed by the younger generations. So why do humans like to go out? And what purpose does it serve? Should we allow clubs to die, or should we work to reinvigorate them? Should clubs be exclusive or serve everyone in the community? And how can we reimagine a clubbing culture that works for everyone in our post-pandemic world? To help me answer some of these questions, I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who loves clubbing so much that he's prepared a rap all about it. DJ, hit it.
This club's a fucking tomb. This song's a scary tune.
I wouldn't go with that if you're loving it. Maybe less dark too.
It'll change. This club's a fucking tomb. This song's a scary tune. She's a devil in Prada. I'm a fruit of the loom. I'm looming, not grooming. I'm the fattest in the rooming. I'm a flower and I'm blooming. I whisper in her ear, I'm germinating.
Not much about
Can we
clubs.
go get some water?
Not much about clubs.
We're in the club.
About your love of clubbing.
Okay. I met my husband in the club. He was wearing blood. He was covered in blood. He'd assaulted somebody and he was hiding in the dance area.
Well, that was excellent, Charlie.
Thank you.
You can clearly see your love of clubs being invigorated.
I love them, but I'm aware of them. I'm wary of them.
You can have some shockers.
I've had some really existential shockers in the club where you're surrounded by everyone having a banger and you're just there like
having a horrible time in a place where
cursed.
Because you hate everyone.
I should be having the best time ever.
I've had a couple of times where I've sat in a corner just waiting for my friends to be done and I'm just there miserably going. But they come up to me like, "You're right." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. It's not going to happen for me tonight.
I'm a lost cause.
Forget me, honestly.
Yeah, do forget me.
Leave me.
I will bring you down.
Go and dance the rumba.
You're like an
I'm
old.
not a fucking Latin club.
Go and dance the cha-cha. I'll be fine.
I've had a time where my friends were having the most amazing, sort of almost spiritual time in front of me, and I was behind some sunglasses crying in the back.
Why were you crying? Just because you're having such a bad time?
I think I was having a bad time with my ex-girlfriend, and it just made me cry.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the worst times we have are when we're presented with other people having the best.
Exactly. So therefore, could you...
Oh, that's a bit early for Thinker's Corner. No, that's just something I said.
We're always thinking.
And we're in a corner. Just to kick us off before some housekeeping from the previous episode, we had an altercation potentially about citron versus citrus.
Yes.
And many people have come out in your defense to say that I did say citrus. I have since reviewed the tapes and I did in fact say citrus. So this is a wholehearted and entire apology to you.
What happened there?
I clearly had a malfunction.
I think you might have a small speech impediment. I think you do have a bit of a lisp.
Yeah, you consistently tell me this.
But do you acknowledge it now that this has happened?
I have trouble. Now I'm gonna fucking. Now you're making me. I think you're making me have a list.
I'm gaslighting you into a list.
You're literally.
That's
something that could happen. You're like make me develop a stutter because now I'm overthinking everything. I've always had a problem with the word crisps. That's true.
And citrus.
Here on Investigates, we take ownership for our transgressions and we own up to things. And we will retract anything that we say incorrectly.
For sure, yeah.
And we'll apologise to the viewers. We should be doing, we have higher broadcast standards than that.
Yeah, spell check us. Spell check.
Yeah, clubbing. Back to the point at hand. Back to this week's
Back to the Great Leveller.
I do have a bugbear with one type of clubbing, which I've never been to, never quite understand. I know people maybe who have done it. What's the situation with like bottle girls and like when there's like a secluded like VIP sections? I have never been to a club with a VIP section. Yet I see them advertised everywhere or like celebrities on their story. What's
Yeah, like the sparklers.
all I can imagine? It's like people, estate agents go there with overly ironed white,
Grey
stiff
Goose,
collar
Foxtons.
shirt. Grey Goose. I imagine just sexually insulting the way sexually insulting.
You're fugly.
Yeah, you've got a vagina.
I wouldn't snog you.
Yeah, well, no, I imagine
I would
sexually
actually, I'd love
sexually
to.
assaulting the bottle girls and just kind of throwing homophobic insults from a balcony.
Right. I mean, I guess that's what it's for, so they can feel kind of like king of the castle.
How pathetic is that?
It is pathetic.
Have you ever? You've never done
Well,
that?
I once ran into Coach. You love Coach Trip, don't you?
I do.
This will make sense. There's a guy. The only time I've ever encountered like a bottle. I've been in the bottle zone once.
Yeah.
When I saw Coach Trip, and then a guy from Coach Trip from like.
Which guy? Not the mate, not Brendan.
No, one of the guests, one of the clients.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
He had a bottle of Grey Goose, and he was in the a club in Oxford, and I recognised him, and then he beckoned me over to chat.
Was he on Celebrity Coach Trip? Or?
No, he was a punter like me.
Oh wow, that would be fun.
But it is a kind of.
I don't think it's not clubbing. It's
possible.
going to like a different area and watching people clubbing.
Yeah.
Or sitting on a balcony and watching people dancing whilst
look at them.
Whilst a lady with
Look at these
fishnets on
worms.
feeds me Grey Goose.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound quite
then you
good.
put it like that. That does
Does
sound
sound really
terrible,
good.
actually. Maybe we need to reevaluate what's happening here.
It's
pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Though they're like Vegas clubs when you've got some
Yeah,
like
but you're in Brighton. You're in fucking Slough.
surrounded by estate agents who
Yeah.
are spunking their entire paycheck on this specific situation.
You're in Crewe having Grey Goose.
Yeah, you're pretending you're LMFAO.
That's your gripe.
That's my gripe with clubbing.
Your clubbing gripe.
Yeah, I think I've just seen it.
So they're just they're up on their kind of balcony, looking down at me and you, just at the back of the club, weeping.
crying. Yeah, not like we're not exactly
you.
having the best time clubbing either.
No, but at least we're being real.
yeah,
They're crying inside.
we're not insisting that we cry, but in a secluded area. We're doing it for the public to see.
Yeah.
I went to a Psytrance night in Bristol with Izzy, our landlord, and another friend. Landlady. Another friend, and another friend, and another friend, and another friend, and one more. Just forget my. And I was really excited about this Psytrance night. I was kind of getting into Psytrance. It's a very fun vibe.
Yeah.
It's all a bit silly and fun, but sweet and wholesome.
Wholesome Psytrance.
Yeah. Well, no, the community's quite wholesome.
Yeah.
It's
Like
all-
kind of
it's very hippie.
fairy wings.
Yeah, exactly fairy wings, right? The whole odd that you say that. The whole
Glitter.
the whole of the venue was covered in these bespoke woodeny kind of fairy wings. It was amazing.
Wooden fairy wings. Wow.
Yeah, like decorations.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. They'd done a great job at it. I was really excited to get into the community. I was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's have a good time.
I'm one of you.
I'm one of you. I'm clearly fucking not.
I'm a Psytrance guy.
I'm clearly fucking not. So
Psytrance is kind of. Do you want to explain what Psytrance is for anyone who doesn't know?
but then it's like wibbly
Spaceship
wobbly
dance
at the top.
music
Yeah,
almost.
it's trance, but just more harder.
Yeah, and
There's
relentless.
more of a bass on the end.
Yeah.
But there were all these lovely decorations about. I was really wanting to get into the community, wanting to have a lovely time.
Guys.
Let's just have fun with it. My friend then, she comes up to me at the end of the night. She's wearing one of the wooden fairy wings. I'm like, how the fuck?
Hang on a minute.
How did you get that? She was like, oh, I got it from the wall. I was like, all right, Christ. She did say it fell off, so she picked it up. Fair enough. It was quite dangerous that they could even fall off. So she picked it up and put it on. She then said she wanted to go. I then saw her out. I as a gentleman, I escorted her to the exit because I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And then she left. The next morning, there is a post on the Facebook community of it going, it's a real shame that we have to make this announcement. It really contradicts the morals and the space of our community, but unfortunately there's been a theft. Someone has taken it upon themselves to take some of our decorations, which we spent ages preparing for the evening, and selfishly has just decided to take it home for their own use. If you know any of these two people, please get in touch with us, as we'd like to talk to them about the theft. There is then a security camera footage of Izzy wearing the wings, and I swear to God, it's just us. All you can see is me walking her out and then just going, yes, see, I love you, bye, bye. And it pauses and it's me like waving and smiling like that. I might be able to get the footage. I've asked Izzy.
Please.
If I do, it's there. If I can't, I can't. Just jumping in from the editing room here quickly, as I did manage to find the footage, which is currently playing. Something I did forget was that in their attempt to find, name and shame these thieves, they made the decision to blur out Izzy's face but keep mine absolutely clear as day to be posted across all their social medias. I'm aware of how shiny my shirt is as well. Thank you.
So what, you were complicit? What was your role? Are you
Nothing. I just said goodbye to her. I was furious at her. I was like, I'm trying to be in this nice community, and you've stolen these wings, and now my face is plastered over Facebook going,
Yeah.
do you know this man? Do you know this thief?
I think you almost come off worse.
I do, because I'm like, it looks like I'm going, yeah,
You're
go
just
on.
like the chump that's like,
Yeah, I'm going, go on, nick him. Who gives a shit
Yeah,
about
this place
these
is fucked
fuckers?
anyway.
They're all dumb. They'll be better on you
Sometimes
than they
it's
are with them.
bullshit.
But yeah, so there's that. And then horrible to wake up to the next morning.
Yeah.
There's a bounty out for you.
how's she doing? How was she doing in this?
She didn't give a fuck, in fairness. To be fair, they got it wrong. They fell down. One of them fell down and she picked it up.
They
and
thought
she
she
was
just
a bit
grabbed
like,
him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was aggressive witch hunt.
And also, I imagine that you'd be greeted in the Psytrance community. I don't mean this to be rude, but they would have probably looked at you like you're the kind of this sort of Top Gear sort of guy going into the space.
Top Gear sort of guy. Fuck me.
Hello, how are you doing? Oh, this is rather novel.
Yeah, I'm not sure what May would
cracking
think about
setup you
this.
guys got on
Yeah.
here.
Oh, that's so Clarkson.
This is ace.
Top Gear sort of guy.
You know what I mean? I mean, because the
How fucking dare
the Psytrance community are quite like, they're quite fruity, whereas you present, you're obviously a very interesting person, but you are kind of
making it worse.
You look like you kind of love Dave and Ready Salted Crisps.
It's interesting you say that. You can't
I
really.
love Top Gear.
I just love. I just
talk
love
about the
them all.
Grand Tour.
Yeah. Yeah, people with like
Thank God.
people with a bubble machine, fairy wings, and like luminescent paint just be like, well, when May was trying to get over that bridge, I'll tell you.
Tell you what, anyone play squash?
The car was never going to fit. Anyway, must go and dance for a
You
bit.
seen that final episode where they go back in their original cars?
God, that really made me tear up.
Joker.
Anyway, you were saying Namaste Norfa. No, it's funny you say that. No, because I am a dance music fan, so I can get away with things at those events because I dance a lot. And I actually realise I dance. I'm a bit embarrassed about how I dance because it's too
How do you
aggressively.
dance? I don't think I've ever seen you dance.
I'm a good dancer. I'll tell you that.
Sure.
Okay?
Most people who say that aren't.
Bollocks.
Well, those that like the ballet ones are, but a guy like you, again, so James may be like, I can bloody shake a thing or two. But that's the vibe that you're bringing. You can't and just dance, do the worm in silence, and then it's like, all right, cool, he can actually dance. Whereas I reckon you're like doing like the conga, ironically with like a mum. Tell you what, this Psytrance,
I'll tell you what, this number's not too bad, is it,
Psytrance
darling?
ain't too bad actually.
No, that's not me. I'm not. I don't arrive at the function like this uncle dad who's there like, oh yes, we're getting down tonight, aren't we, children?
Because also before the record, you told me you were a bit apprehensive about doing clubbing because Andrew and Charlie investigate Top Gear, but I had to insist on.
I've been trying to do Top Gear or Dave or Ready Salted Crisps
Any of them.
for the entirety.
I'm more like kind of like Gimli, just sort of like rolling around in the smoking area
Waging battle at the toilet.
with my axe. I'm not really dancing. I do dance a bit, but I don't like.
See, I'm there to fucking dance. If I'm there,
I'm
I'm
there to
dancing.
sort of chat and natter.
I'm there, eyes closed, in the middle, near the front middle, eyes closed. That, yeah.
Are you do you like? You seem like quite a Tomorrowlandy sort of person.
Not really. You have quite a low estimation of me.
Top Gear, Tomorrowland, Crisps is your vibe.
Fuck you, man.
I'll tell you what. I used to pop my fanny. Anyone got any juice? Elle, fetch us a Sprite. This song is absolutely phenomenal. I'm Gimli, and you're one of those scary, like, you know those like middle-aged men you see in the club. No shade on if you're old getting clubbing. We'll actually get onto that. But you're kind of one of those sort of like balding men in a tight black t-shirt with sort of very tight jeans.
Why? Well, it kind of look. There's some truth to it.
Come on.
I got into dance music at uni, and I was then also had a thing with a girl. It was a very classic uni situation in a way.
Mm-hmm.
French lady, beautiful French lady, open relationship, and she was into the
very modern.
Yes, but that's the point. She was into the kind of the heavier side of clubbing culture and was friends with all of the one. You're going out in bondage gear, you're going to weird clubs, you're coming back. The after parties are mad.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like their little pet. Their kind of strange, slightly more straight edge.
Their
pet.
safe space.
Yeah.
I'm feeling weird, Andrew. Can I have a tea?
Yeah. I wasn't their servant. No. Shine my shoes for me, boy. It wasn't like that.
Andrew will put a soup on for us.
Yeah, for their come downs.
Put a soup on, Andrew. Yes, sires. Fucking. No, but just as long as I wear just as long as I may wear a what? Just as long as I may wear a harness. Is that allowed?
I didn't want to wear. Oh, so I'd be more like them. Yeah. Well, no, I was kind of like cosplaying as very mentally unwell. They're all pretty mentally unwell.
I'm sorry.
You've got it. They're into the kind of music and getting that fucked where you're unhappy and you've got some serious trauma to kind of work through. Whereas I was kind of like, oh, I'm all right.
Yeah.
But just enjoyed the music a bit.
Right.
So I was kind of cosplaying with that for a while. I mean, some of them were fucking wild. I mean, one guy we would be playing Monopoly and he'd be doing ketamine for it. It was just consistent ketamine usage.
Yeah.
But for a lot of uni, I would be going out dressed up by my girlfriend in like some pretty mad, undergroundy club gear. But I had like a quiff. So it just didn't really, it was like Jimmy Neutron goes to the BDSM party.
Jimmy Neutron.
So it didn't really, I think you could clearly tell I'm not definitely meant to be here. But I was just kind of there going, hello there.
You know what? There's a sex party in London that got cancelled, and I went to a couple of those. And there was me and my quite straight presenting friends would like go to the door, and then they'd quiz us. They'd quiz you on like, are you fruity enough? Basically,
yes.
Are you a Top Gear man?
Yeah.
And it's so like heartbreaking, me included, just watching like sort of terrified guys who don't want to appear like that being like, this seems to be going swimmingly. Just thought I'd just jump in for the ride, you know. We mean no harm.
Thought I'd just jump in for the ride.
Or just like, you know, trying to appear.
Well, you got to try and be casual.
Enough.
You got to be casual.
Yeah, and then people go like really red and sort of choke up, and then you couldn't look more
pathetic, trying to justify why you're allowed into this party.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm interesting enough to come into this party. Yes, I'm interested in kissing men potentially. It's horrible.
I mean, probably not, but you know, this looks very interesting.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't really like it. I don't like the exclusivity aspect of it.
Yeah, but I guess you need that. You need a door policy.
Yeah.
You can't just have you can't have Top Gear guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
can we stop doing Top Gear guys? I am not a Top Gear guy.
Okay,
I fucking hate this. I'm not a Top Gear boy.
I'm a Psytrance queen.
I don't like it. I'm a donkey.
You're a dumb Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I've got a quiff and I've got a quiff and nipple.
A kettle.
Look, what I am is I've got a quiff, but I'm wearing nipple clamps.
Right. I mean, that sounds like a fun combo.
Yeah.
Just
because I haven't got a shaved head and an eyebrow piercing doesn't mean I can't pop my fanny on the dance floor.
We can agree on that. I've disgraced myself a few times in the club. One of them was a personal disgrace where I just kind of felt ashamed for it afterwards. You know those underage clubs where they're basically
Christ, not a good start.
Yeah. I actually haven't really told anyone this.
Okay.
There was, you know those underage clubs where it's kind of like a zoo and everyone's snogging?
Underage clubs.
You know when everyone's like 15 and you're sort of just, it's like a massive...
Is it like a...
You're underage, everyone else is underage. It's like 15... Youth clubbing. It's like a youth centre, but it's a club.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay, fine. Yes, I do. I've never been.
Everyone's just snogging at everyone.
How old were you?
15, 14?
No, I never went to one of them.
Really?
Because it sounds awful.
It's bad if you've got no one to kiss, and I didn't have anyone to kiss. All of my friends are snogging everyone. You bump into someone, you immediately start snogging, apparently.
Yeah.
This wasn't the case for me.
Right.
I was kind of walking about alone, and then I thought, I can't leave here. This is really shameful. I thought I can't leave here with everyone thinking that I haven't snogged anyone.
Oh yeah.
So I picked like the shortest, biggest girl that I could see, and I just told everyone that I kissed her.
Right. So you lied.
So they would believe me, which is kind of, it's quite mean. At the time, I didn't even question it.
But it was the pressure about having a kiss.
Yeah, it's also like the self-esteem there to be like, right, well, they need to believe this.
Oh.
I couldn't be like, you see that gorgeous 14-year-old?
Campbell.
I wouldn't say that now.
I'm sure Naomi Campbell wasn't at an underage club.
She'd have been like mid-20s, I think, at that time.
Yeah, maybe older.
To make it believable, I picked somebody that they would believe me that I'd kissed.
Horrible story. Absolutely. Every part of that is a horrible story. Drinking Fanta at the underage club
alone.
And the pressure to have a kiss was to such an extent that you lied to your friends by picking the fattest girl
biggest.
there.
We'll use biggest.
That changes nothing.
Largest.
Changes nothing about the bleakness of that story.
Yeah, it was bleak.
Is this in Oxford city centre?
Yeah. Bridge.
Horrible.
If you knew what you knew now to try and get with people when you're 14, imagine you had your brain. I mean, it's in the sense that like if you had if you had the moves.
Yeah.
Because at the time everyone's just like.
Yeah, it's got like a zombie kind of like
zombie
mouse.
snogging. Yeah, it's literally zombies. Would it change? Would you be more successful now? Would you ask them what? What would you do? What would you say?
What would I do? I don't want to, because you always try and get me in these games. What would I do to try and pick up a 14-year-old?
Pedo pincer attack. Yeah, but you're...
Some gets pincers
You
in.
admitted it.
You are a pedo.
I guess you'd be like, this club is fabulous. And you
Brilliant. Okay, if I'm trying to come across as like a middle-aged gay man. Oh, this club is just absolutely fabulous, darling. Can I get you a Fanta? Extra ice, I imagine, because you are smoking, darling. Yes.
All right, look, let's workshop now.
What wonderful shoes you have. Honestly, darling, they are to die for. Might I offer a bit of a kissy whisk with you? Oh, aren't you delightful?
Have you ever kissed a girl in the club?
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
Who was she?
Many.
Really?
Not many. Well, something I've never done, Charlie, if you mind if
Please.
I point at you with a bit of gusto at this point in time.
I wanted to have your whole finger in my mouth then.
That was a massive Freudian slip. I want to kiss you. I mean, have your finger in my mouth.
It's not a big jump.
Yeah, I know, but I want to kiss you. I want to kiss you. I mean, I've never.
I'd just say I'd love to kiss you.
I've never gotten with a stranger in a club. I've never picked up a girl in a club.
Who are you smooching?
Like
your cousins?
It would be, yes, extended family. Have you? Surely. I think it's quite a normal thing.
Only once.
Only once.
With a mother of two, and she had 2 children, 2 little ones, and they were 8 and 5. They weren't there.
How old was she?
She was 40. I was 21.
Wow. 40?
I felt like a man. I left.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was like, I'm a man now.
Yes.
I
is nice.
I must buck up and get a job at the rig.
Yeah.
At the oil rig.
Yes, because you've got the little kiddies to support.
But we
now.
went back to her mate's house and we're just like doing poppers and love making with this mother of 2. It was amazing, actually.
A threesome?
No, mother of 2 kids.
Oh, God. Fuck. No, not the kids. Jesus Christ. Why do we always end up with this?
But she was a mum out on the Mandy and the pot
the
agrees.
pot is... Wait, hold on. When it
That's
pops...
the pot going, nice one.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, okay. The pot agrees.
Do they know about the pot?
Yeah, I think you
There's
can
a
hear
paint.
the pot.
There's a paint pot in here that occasionally will ping
when it particularly agrees with a point.
or maybe disagrees. We don't speak.
So
pot,
the paint pot is a big fan of Mums on Mandy.
which is
The paint pot's going, I've had a couple of Mums on Mandy. And that's just a bigger pot with
small pots coming out.
Honestly, I actually don't know how to try and communicate the idea that a paint pot's on drugs. I tried my best there, but what the fuck are you
I guess
to
it
do
should
with
be
that?
oozing and spitting out stuff and kind of like talking too much.
Yeah, okay.
Popping. It's just constantly.
I was popping all the time.
It's popping all the time.
In terms of embarrassing, I've definitely had stuff, but the most embarrassing is someone else's story that I'm going to tell. It was first year of uni. It was very early on. I lived in a residence that was kind of mad. It was I think there was 17 people in my flat.
Fucking hell.
1 kitchen,
What sort of house is
3
this?
toilets. It was flats. It's not a house.
Oh, 70 people in your flat.
Yeah. It was first year accommodation. So there were 17 people in my floor, and there were 4 blocks of 17 that went across 7 times. There were so many people in these halls.
5.5 guys a toilet.
It was just bog standard uni housing. All of the rooms looked the same, which is important for this story. And it was because there was so many, 17 times 4 times like 6. There was fuckloads of people living in there. And you go in individual blocks and then find your floor and your room number. One night I was friends with this girl, and then a couple of us, including her, came back in the kit. We were in the kitchen. It was late at night after going out. We then say goodnight. She then knocks on my door a bit later and goes, "Sorry, can you give me a hand? There's something's happening." So I went to her room, and in her bed was a boy, a random boy. Fuck. We then try and wake him up, and he's going, "Get off. I'm trying to sleep." We're going, "You're in the wrong room." He's going, "Shut up." He was fucked. He was like, "Shut up. I was like, and then eventually a crowd gathered because we didn't really know what to do, and it was kind of, and because loads of people are up because it's like 12 end of a club. There was like a crowd gathered. Trying to get him out, and then eventually like kind of wakes up, and there was like 10 people looking at him because we were trying to shift him out of the bed. He was like, "You're in the wrong room. You need to go to the different block." He then got out of bed. He'd shat.
Oh my God.
He'd shat himself in the bed, in the wrong bed.
That's the lowest of the low.
3rd week of uni.
Did he quit uni?
No, he stayed.
Do you know him?
I don't know.
Do you know who he is?
I know. Yeah. He was 1 block across. What? He was 1 block wrong. He had the right room number, just the wrong block.
So he went into bed like, right, I'm going to poo in my own bed.
Yeah. Well, imagine that wake up. He was fucking wrong, and in third year someone found him in the pond. So it was written in the stars.
Yeah, you can poo in the pond, I suppose.
No, he hadn't pooed in the pond.
Right.
I think I'd leave uni.
Yeah.
3 weeks in. Fuck off.
I think you've got to give up everything. You've got to give up meat, booze. You should move.
You got to give up.
You should live
meat.
I think
That's it. Red meat is off the menu now.
What's the appropriate response to that? Quit uni. Become a monk.
Quit uni. At least do a couple of months of detoxing. Do dry whatever month you're in.
Dry 2020.
Learn to meditate.
Yeah.
Just reevaluate. Try and defer your course for a year because you're clearly not in a state where you can do a university degree.
How do you regain?
I don't think you do.
Dignity.
I don't think he never. In my mind, there was a few people who saw it, and obviously the word would have travelled out. It was quite a scandalous story.
What was his name, just for me?
Because it became quite famous around campus, and people would tell me the story. They'd be like, "Have you heard there was this guy?" And I was like, "Hey, I'm going to stop you right there. That was me. I mean, I wasn't the one shitting. I found him.
Yeah. Did you see the poo?
Yeah. It wasn't. We don't need to describe the poo.
No,
to be honest.
That sounds awful.
It was bad. Yeah.
Is that the worst thing you could possibly do in a bed?
Yes.
You DJ, don't you? You're a DJ, right?
It looks like
you're a DJ.
What that looked like is we had a break, and I went, "Can you stop undermining me? When we go back in, you bring up that I was a DJ." It looks like you're at gunpoint there.
I hear you're a DJ.
It looks like we've gone off and had a bit of a serious conversation.
Stop making me look like
I'm not
Clarkson.
a Top Gear biscuit boy. I did at uni.
What sort of stuff did you play?
What do you want me to say? The Bill and Ben theme tune.
What, our workers?
The soundtrack to all the Sainsbury's adverts. That's something you do, isn't it?
Yeah, but then
one of your conceptual nights.
No, because what you want to say is, I did kind of Psytrance, donk tech, and
but you can't. I can't say anything now. I can't say anything. I'm fucked. It's a disaster.
Checkmate. So I at uni. My friend did a club night called Smash, and I was the MC for the first event, and I was MC Trilner. But I got so nervous before I went on that I got battered, and then all I could say was, "Are you ready? No, you're not." I just kept shouting.
Are you ready? No, you're not. Are you ready? No,
you're not. I can assure you, you're not ready for this. Are you ready? Do you like it raw? I kept shouting that as well.
Oh,
but not in that way. It wasn't.
I know, but that's a mad MC. To be honest, if the MC just kept saying, "Are you ready? No, you're not," I'd get a bit frustrated. To be like, "I am ready now. I get the game. But
let's get on with it.
I am ready. Can we actually do it? Can you do it do it how you do it?
Are you ready? No, you're not. Are you ready? No, you're not.
What kind of music was it?
Do you like it raw? Do you like it raw? Do you like it raw? In a Cuban bar in Dalston. We also did a club night. Do you know DJ Assault?
Yeah.
He's a ghetto tech DJ, which is basically sex.
Ass and titties.
Yeah.
Ass and titties.
Sex on the beach, playing in the sand.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. It's not. It's a far cry from Sainsbury's homeware, whichever your stock music.
My general sets were kind of like the Argo. What I would say, my description as a DJ would be like, DJ Andrew Cohen kind of blends the idea of what music should be in a club. Imagine walking into an Argos,
to a homeware store.
That's what you might hear. He'd take you from home base to Argos to Marks and Spencer's.
It's Easter,
but one thing you will be is surprised and interested to hear it.
Yeah, that's a niche. You need to have a niche.
It is,
and it needs to be an authentic niche.
It was kind of like I was playing on my old experiences from going around the shopping centre in Burgess Hill.
Yeah,
and it was like, how can I
near Morrison's, near Game?
Yeah, how can I kind of thatch these experiences of my previous life into something?
How do I curate the kind of perfect Sunday?
Yeah, into a club set.
Yeah.
Into a club set.
And that's an important. There is an audience for that. They're all just about 60.
Well, they didn't rock up to my gigs. Don't leave me like that. Don't fucking leave me like that.
I want to kiss you.
No. So now we've heard some of Charlie and I's thoughts on clubbing. It's time to hear from some of the greatest minds that have ever lived.
Clarkson, Hammond,
yes,
May.
Yes. As always with Thinker's Corner, it's a different perception of those who have been even mildly involved in Top Gear.
But not that bloody producer, and he deserved it getting that thwacking.
Yeah, BBC made the wrong decision. So here we are in Thinker's Corner, and it's time, as ever, to start with some quotes from some great thinkers. And we've got a small procession of thinkers who are going to enlighten us with some ideas.
Brilliant. Who we got in?
Let's start off with Kesha. Come on out, Kesha. Life is one big party when you're still young. Thank you, Kesha. Life is one big party when you're still young.
Yes.
Is partying just for the young?
No, it's not. That's ableist. Ageist. What about the disabled old people?
Yeah.
You know, for example, there are like what I think would be good is a club. Well, I have an idea for a club if you'd be up for going in with it, in on it with me.
Yeah.
You know how Holby City is just a big hot. Yeah, it's a big set. It's just,
That was only a spit take.
it's a hospital set.
Yep.
I was thinking maybe what would be good if we did we call it the Home. The club is called our club. We're going together. We're going to make a club called listen.
What's it got to do with hospital?
The Home.
Yeah, the Home.
It's
Oh,
built,
I could do my homeware sets.
yeah, you can. It's decked out like an old people's home. It's, you know how
What's Hobby City got to do with it?
because I'm just conveying the parallel of that's a hospital set. This is a old people's home set, but it's a nightclub.
So you were using Hobby City as an example
a blueprint,
of a set.
a template.
Right. So like a film set. Okay.
Yeah, like a film set, but it's an old people's home.
Yeah.
And as in Madame Tussauds, when you went and there were loads of like waxwork celebrities.
Yeah.
There's just loads of waxwork old people, anonymous, just random old men and women.
Yeah.
And they're in there kind of robotically there.
Yeah.
And then there's nightclub music pounding on. Everyone's cunted.
Yeah.
But just you're surrounded by old people, flannels, sinks, kind of
We could
medical
get some people
gear.
to play nurses and they come and give you pills.
Yeah, exactly. And it's booting off, but it's all in an old people's home.
Yeah.
And then you leave. What do you think?
I like it. I think it's kind of introducing terror into the experience.
It's a bit
as well.
scary, yeah.
Like the waxwork aspect of it really would be horrible.
For sure.
At like 2 a.m.
And
when you're
how
spangled. And
how
that's
pronounced
it.
that would be in terms of the kind of the chasm between joy and sadness when you're feeling weird
Yeah.
in the club. If you're having a bad time in an old people's home club, in a
Well,
cl-
there'll be plenty of armchairs to sit in at least. But I think what we're trying to do
mellow
is
out.
bring in our negative experiences from clubbing and making everyone else have them.
we're trying to make a negative into a positive, actually.
Fine.
Well, we kind
Well,
of.
I thought it was more spiteful that we go, well, if we can't have a good time, then neither can you.
You're gonna have to hang out with this
You're gonna have to
90-year-old
yeah.
sickly man.
We could bring real old people in there and make them sit there or employ them to sit there.
Yeah, or
Let
we could
old
even just take over a home and do it. I
Yeah.
think that's maybe an
We
issue.
might be crossing some
might-
sort
you
of
might kill
moral
some
line
people.
there. We've got an unknowner coming out now.
They got a fucking bag on their head.
They have a bag on their head to keep their identity safe. Take it away, unknown. At night, anything can happen. Thank you very much, unknown.
She's not wrong.
I suppose anything can happen in the day, though.
Yeah, but you can't get away with more at night. I had a wee. Sorry, I had a wee when I was on a run yesterday, just in the middle of a park, just pissing.
What
And I
time
thought-
of day was it?
8 or 9 p.m.
Right, in the dark.
in the dark, and I
Yeah.
thought in the daytime I'd be accosted by a mother or a man.
So anything can happen in the night. It,
You
just,
can
it might
get away
not
with
be
it.
a
You can
good
get away with
thing,
murder.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
you can do more stuff. Anything can happen at night in the sense that they can't see you doing it.
Yeah, well, there's the cloak of darkness. More nefarious things.
What can I
happen.
get away with in the nighttime that I wouldn't in the day? For sure. I guess I could like open defecation, having a bath, like showering in the park. Nudity at nighttime is probably more. I would wager I could get away with a naked run at about 2 or 3 in the morning, probably. If I stuck to the park.
Well, now, just because there's no one around.
Mm.
Yeah,
and they
agreed.
can't see me.
Little Louis Vega, come on out.
Wow.
So he must be fucking tiny. Yeah,
No, let's be nice to him. He's had a fucking hard time.
Yeah, it's tough if you're little someone coming
like a
out on
borrower.
here. You are fucking tiny.
Yeah.
I think we could just.
We're pretty short,
Might have to
obviously.
be on my shoe or something.
Let me pick him up.
Yeah, that helps. That helps. Yeah, that's good. Keep him there. Thank you.
He feels.
Take it away, little Louis.
He feels warm. He's not wearing any shoes, so I can feel the palms of his feet.
The moment is everything. That's what the dance floor teaches you. Right, throw him back.
No, put him down.
Okay, put him down. Right, you can go home now.
Takes him a
Little
long
Louis.
time to
The
get
moment is everything. That's what the dance floor teaches you. The moment is everything. That's me losing myself in the moment. You at the corner judging me,
Gimli.
going, "What's this Top Gear cunt doing, expressing himself on a dance floor? Shouldn't he be back home with a digestive and a hard on,
Clarkson should have told that, Jag.
watching fucking May try and reverse a 3-wheeler into a small space? No, I'm in the moment. I'm feeling the music.
Yeah, but at the
my
cost
eyes
of
are
all of
shut.
us.
My nose is open. My ears agape.
Your nose
yes,
is open.
Yes.
I don't want anything
And
to
I'm
do with that.
flowing with the beat, like
Snotting
nothing
everywhere.
that's ever been flowed before. I am the dance floor. I am the moment. I am me.
It's not all about you. It's a communal space. These are places to kind of celebrate, and
I do agree with that. I think I can take it too far.
I wouldn't want to see that.
What, me take it too far?
I don't want to see you take it too far.
Sure.
How would you take it too far?
By just dancing too much.
And is everyone
being
just
a
around
bit-
you just like, fuck
No,
me?
depends where you... No, some... Because I don't like...
Grotesque.
What, people like you go to a nightclub and they just kind of go... And then what? Just having...
Arr.
Stupid. It's a dance... It's the one place you go to dance. So fucking dance.
Yeah, you can dance. Well, you were saying earlier you dance in graveyards. Was that in the Patreon?
That was in the Patreon.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, living in the moment. I guess it is a good way of living in the moment. It just happens to be that sometimes the moment is fucking horrible. That's why we cry in the back of clubs.
Yeah.
So
if it's a sad moment,
feel what you're feeling, but be open to the fact that it might be.
What's your dancing like, Mr. Fucking Testy Boy?
I didn't. You know what I often do? Have you ever played Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
I do a kind of like two-fisted pounding of the floor, like a kind of
like an ape. Like a monkey. Then do you throw your own feces at people?
I dance like a monkey.
You pound your fists on the floor.
I do. I kind of mime. Yeah, like what's that thing the builders use?
A jackhammer.
I jackhammer. I jackhammer.
Isn't that an actual dance move? A jackhammer.
Wait,
you jackhammer. Can
jackhammer.
you not dance?
I can jackhammer.
Can you not dance?
And I can robot.
Can you dance?
I can robot. I don't. You're doing some stupid. This is what I mean.
You're doing a jackhammer and a robot.
Yeah, but you're doing some stupid.
You're
waltz.
there ironically. That's your problem.
No, I'm not. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm like this.
You can't lose yourself into a moment as we're just having now. Yeah, I'm losing myself and I'm taking off. I'm there to do what you're meant to be there for.
I'm jackhammering.
Ironically going, I can't. I mustn't be taken seriously in any space whatsoever. This is all a bit silly, isn't it? Look, I'm pounding.
Be my friend.
I'm pounding my fists on the floor. I'm not taking it seriously.
No, I am very seriously jackhammering.
No one can. You cannot seriously do the robot. Do a serious robot. That's not the robot. That is so ironic. We're now going to go into a section where, after this conversation,
we're trying to get better at clubbing.
Yeah. Well, clearly we're not the two people to be taking these lessons.
Take no lessons.
Because both of us are terrible in our own different ways.
We're bad clubbers.
Too sincere and insincere. Maybe when we go out, we'll be the perfect pair. Yeah. I'll get you out of your shell and you put me back in mine a bit.
Yeah. We'll just be kind of sat next to the bar like, this is pretty good.
I wouldn't say they're perfect clubbers, but so we're going to do a series of how-tos. So we're going to discuss different scenarios that you might find yourself in when you're at the club, and give you some kind of tips and do some role play to show you what's best to do in these situations.
Yeah.
So the first one we're going to do just chatting up a girl at the club, at the bar.
Hello.
Hi.
Bloody hell, it's loud in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a club.
It's that light. It's quite hot, isn't it? Are you feeling warm? Are you warm?
Are you saying the lights are making you warm?
Yeah, there's something in the kind of certain lights have different filaments.
It's not a UV light.
Well, I know, but anyway, that guy looks. Have you seen that guy's top?
Yeah, I like it.
You look nice. What's your name?
Jeanette.
I'm Charlie Trudy. Charlie Trudy is my name.
You're Charlie Trudy.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you been? Well, when did you get here?
About an hour ago.
Nice. You look like you just got here in a good way.
What the fuck does that mean?
In a good way.
I look like I just got here.
Yeah, you look fresh. You look fresh as Daisy Cup.
So you're saying I'm not sweaty yet?
Yeah, I am. I'm pretty sweaty as well.
Yeah, I can see.
Do you have Facebook?
No, I don't.
Nothing. What's your Snap?
Oh. There you go. That's one way you can approach it. It's kind of like a panic, is what you kind of did.
Yeah,
I guess it's.
Yeah, you have to kind of appear, be vulnerable.
Okay, let's go. Wow, what a! You are quite the woman.
Really?
You are really something.
You're not so ugly yourself.
Thank you.
What was your name again, please?
My name's Andrew.
Jennifer. You got a lovely hat.
Thank you. It's a fedora.
Meet my friend. This is Anis.
I can't do two of you.
This is Anis.
Two is two. Sorry, I can't. I haven't got the knob for two of you.
Who is this?
That's far too much woman for me.
Oh,
I'm
why?
so sorry. I can't do this.
Can you show us your moves?
No, I don't feel comfortable.
You look really
talking
brilliant.
to two of you. I don't. The two of you is. I'm just going to go and talk to my friends now. Sorry. Bye.
Right.
So you need to also find your own boundaries in this kind of interaction. Sometimes it might be something you're uncomfortable with. Even though you're approaching a woman, you can be uncomfortable with the situation that occurs.
So who wins?
Me. Often at a club, you'll be wanting to order some beverages for you and potentially some of your friends. That can be filled with hazards. You don't want to look uncool in front of the bartenders or your friends. So we're going to run through a situation on how to order drinks in a far cooler manner than you might ordinarily do.
Yes. Who's first?
You.
Hey, boys.
Yes?
Can I get a fucking cappuccino, please?
No, this is a club. We don't serve coffee.
Oh, come on. What's the guy going to do to get a cappuccino?
Go to the Starbucks down the road when it opens in the morning.
Oh, come on, boys. I'm so tired.
I know you. You're little Charlie Milner. You live down the. You're from Oxford.
No, I'm not.
You're from Oxford.
No, I'm not.
You used to piss yourself in the road because you were scared of the cars going
What's the guy
past.
gonna get a smooch
Why are
around?
you pretending to be a mobster from New York?
What's a guy gonna do to get a fucking smooch round here?
Do you want a
These
coffee?
girls are so frigid.
Do you want a coffee or a kiss? Which one?
I want kind of both if I can be so bold.
Why are you putting on this accent? You went to the same school as me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You used to cry in the playground because people would stick jam to your head, and then call you Mr. Jammy Boy. And then they put bees on you, and then your head got stung, and you were in hospital for that 6-month period, and everyone wondered where you were, but people really knew where you were because you were horribly injured by the bees. I can see the marks still on your head.
Can I just get a J2O, please?
Sure. Sometimes the bartenders might recognise you. So in that case, if you're doing any kind of bit or character, drop it pretty quickly.
It'll fall apart.
Yeah, it will fall apart, but there's ways that you can you can maneuver around that and still come out with your pride.
Yes. Hey, mate, what can I get you?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really hear.
I need a drink now. If you don't drink now,
Are you?
I need a drink.
Would you like water?
No, I want a vodka tonic.
Sorry, sir.
I want a vodka tonic or I'll die.
A vodka tonic?
I'm sorry.
Are you sure you don't want? Do you want me to call anyone?
More ice.
Okay, I'm putting more ice. Are you sure you don't want water?
Vodka tonic. Whatever.
Yeah, here you go. You can just have it.
If you pretend you're dying of thirst, then you'll get drinks quicker.
Free drinks.
And now we trundle away from Thinker's Corner, and we are jumping on our golf carts to climb down the valley
Into Bill and Ben zone.
into Bill and Ben zone. Welcome to Patreon Valley. Looking luscious, I presume.
Yes, it is, and also because we're doing a clubbing episode, that Bill and Ben have they're actually in a bit of trouble because they've got a little scheme going.
What's this game?
Bill and Benzos. They're selling benzos to the residents.
Are the residents hitting the fucking
Valium. Everyone's on Valium.
Perfect
Everyone's cunting.
Valium? Patreon Valium.
Patreon Valium for our clubbing episode.
Bill and Ben's Patreon Valium.
Bill and Benzo's Patreon.
We'll go
Valium.
easy, guys.
Yeah.
As ever, subscribe to the Patreon if you want a bonus episode. You can jump on this
And a Valium.
and a Valium. You get ad-free episodes. You can jump on these question threads and ask some questions. And there's something else, but I can't remember.
A hoodie.
No. Right, let's go to Ian. A friend of mine that's had a baby recently went to a baby rave. Same as a normal rave, but during the day, and you have to have a baby with you to get in. Thoughts?
No fake babies. You can't have a doll.
No. I suppose.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Well, it was like the doll lady from Leamington Spa, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think are we for or against? Is that the question?
Against. Silly.
Really?
Yes, just fucking let it go. You're a mother now. Don't bring don't make everything into a rave. You had your fun. That's why you've got a kid, because you probably had a bit too much fun in the 90s.
What, because a man came inside you?
Yeah, probably from a club. You were probably popping your pussy in a club, and then suddenly, I've got young Kenneth to fucking bring up now. Put your raving days behind you.
That's what you think?
A baby. I get like toddler raves.
I think
There's like tot raves.
I'd rather a baby than a toddler rave. Baby, because I think the thing with
You'd
baby,
rather a baby than a toddler rave.
I'd rather a baby rave than a
Why?
toddler rave, because baby raves, there's a kind of charm to it. Everyone can be like dancing
But
with
if you have
babies.
to hold a
strapped-
baby.
Toddlers is a nightmare because they're all fucking running
But
around.
at least it's for the toddlers. The baby rave seems to be for the parents.
It is for the parents, yeah.
Yeah, so
put some
fucking
earmuffs on the baby. It's only
go
bad.
home.
I think really the kind of
Give up.
because you've got babies there.
Mm.
I think it just means that if there's anything really terrifying, it just heightens the kind of scariness of if somebody's like having a weird time on drugs.
No one is doing drugs at the baby rave. If they are, then the fucking institution needs to be shut down immediately.
Yeah.
If there's a consistent thing of people doing poppers and acid whilst handling infants at this kind of nondescript community space where babies come to,
Well, it depends
then
on-
the council should be all over that.
It depends on the type of baby rave that you're talking about. Because obviously, if, Jennifer, is that her name? Jennifer's a mother. She can't be having like a proper hoedown of and I will say that.
And he did.
She can't be having a proper, mental night out, but she can be having kind of carrot juice and UB40 as a,
Yeah.
It can be more, if it's a wholesome vibe, then fine. But if it's like pills and techno, then obviously the baby should be in their cots.
So there should be reasonable safeguarding.
It depends how loosely we define a rave.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably...
Are you saying it's like an absolute...
I think if we call it a rave, it's pointless.
Hoot.
What it is a get-together of different parents with some music on and probably an arrangement of snacks.
Yeah, but can't the mums get together?
Yeah, they can, but don't call it a rave.
It's at best a tea party.
It's a tea party, and that's fine. Enjoy yourself. But I think this baby raves are like give up. You're over the hill.
Okay.
You're over the hill. You're a mother now.
But tea parties, you're on the hill having a nice picnic.
Exactly. Enjoy your tea. Bring a blanket, perhaps.
Yeah.
Reginald J. Flaps.
Shout out to that name.
Yes.
Reggie Flaps.
Reggie Flaps. Peeing at the club bar while ordering a drink. Unsuspecting bartender. Yay or nay?
Yay.
I think yay. I don't see any harm in pissing
Definitely
on the bar.
yay, because you're not getting away with it anyway, so you're going out on your shield.
Lines to the toilet can be quite long. People are often doing drugs in there.
I would be like, wow. I'd be if I saw that, I would be shocked.
Yeah, but
you must respect
there's
hustle.
2 errands that you have to perform when you're on a night out. One of them's getting drinks, the other one's weeing. Why not combine them?
Two
do
birds,
it on the
one
bar.
pea.
Because it's annoying that, I need a wee, it's annoying, you've got to go, I've got to go get more drinks. Wait for your wee. Wait until you need a wee to go and get the drinks and then relieve yourself on the bar. Yeah. But we condone this, but the only caveat is that you do have to get the caution wet floor sign because we don't want people getting hurt.
Or bring a bucket and then you just pee into a bucket, like a kind of what's that thing?
What do you do? What do you do with the bucket when you're not weeing into
tip it out the side, out the window.
Okay. Oh, zoom. Up we go from Patreon Valley and
Valium.
Oh, lovely. See you guys. Don't do too many party pills. Bill and Ben, keep them in check. La-di-da. The usual fucking nonsense. And up we are. And oh, wow, what a beautiful pasture. Everything's gorgeous. The flowers are radiant. The sun is gently beating down. They're healthy, green, yellow, red, and orange.
All the colours of the rainbow.
And here we are at Pieces Pasture. This week, we're going to do a short radio play about clubbing that I've written that Charlie is going to be the star of. So we're just going to jump straight into it.
Yep.
Charlie and an unknown man are dancing near each other in a packed club. Sweat drips off their flailing limbs. They are at one with the space. Hey man, do you know what song this is?
No, but it's fucking great, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
You all right, mate? You're looking a bit peaky.
Yeah, kind of. To be honest, I don't usually do this kind of stuff, and I've taken something for the first time, and I'm not sure it's going super well.
Oh, are you here with anyone?
No, I'm just by myself.
How about we have a quick breather and go to the toilets? Be nice to meet you properly anyway.
Yeah, to be honest, mate, that sounds perfect. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Charlie and the man head to the toilets.
Yeah, just close the lid and park yourself down there, mate.
Okay, thanks, mate. Yeah, it's good to get away from the lights for a bit.
Yeah, it could be a lot in there. I didn't catch your name, by the way.
Could you get me some water, please? Sorry to ask. It's just getting a bit too much.
Yeah, sure. There you go. My name's... okay, just breathe. Breathe. In. Out. In.
I know what you did, Charlie Milner.
Out. What?
August 2017. Tenerife, Siam Water Park. Around the back of the Mekong Rapids. Charlie starts to choke the man.
It's still there. He never got rid of it. I've got a picture of it. A picture of you with it. It's in my wardrobe. If you kill me, I've instructed attorneys to send copies out to all the major UK broadsheets. You'll be ruined.
Charlie stops choking the man.
Look, what do you want?
I want to dance. Just one perfect, world-changing, lovely dance. With you.
Okay.
Charlie and the man head back to the dance floor. Put your hips into it more. Now take my waist. Yes, that's it. Now dip me. Yes, that's right. Dip me, Charlie. Dip me like a dunker. You're my pool of cheese and I'm a biscuity stick. Pick me up and spin me. Yes, this is perfect. This is lovely. You are a helicopter and I am your blades. Ah, yes.
Okay. Will you destroy the picture now?
I will.
Look, I need to see you do it.
Charlie goes with the man back to his apartment. The man shows into his wardrobe.
Okay, get it out and burn it.
I would if I could, Charlie. But the darkness of the image, the obscenity of the act carries a powerful aura within it. The only one who can destroy the image is he who committed the original violence. Here, take my lighter, go into the wardrobe, and finish what you started in Tenerife all those years ago. Charlie opens the wardrobe door and climbs in. The door slams behind him. Charlie snaps at a lighter, eventually producing a flame. The wardrobe is empty, from the little that he can see. He fumbles around and eventually his fingers land on something small, rectangular, with glossy sharp edges. From outside the cupboard, the man has put on a vinyl record. Charlie holds the image up to the light. He can just about make it out.
This is...
The music from outside the cupboard grows louder.
This is a picture of your bum. It's amazing.
Charlie leaves the wardrobe to find the man standing, wearing a Siam Water Park lifeguard uniform, holding 2 glasses of wine. He hands one to Charlie. I'm sorry for tricking you. It was the only way I could get you to look at my bum.
You don't need to apologise. I understand. And the picture?
It never existed. I saw what you did from the vantage point at the top of the Tower of Power, and I didn't take a picture. I didn't tell anyone, and I don't judge you. It might have even made me love you more. Should we dance?
Forever.
Yeah. So what do we learn from that, really? That someone might come up to
Do
you
your
in
research.
someone might come up and attempt to blackmail you at a club, but it might be the love of your life.
Yeah. Are we together now?
I don't know. I think it was kind of sexual.
Sort of could be
It was definitely lovey.
open to
there.
interpretation.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's one man's quest to send another man a nude, but not knowing how to send him a nude.
This is a picture of your bum. It's nice and analog as well. It's not like some stupid like smoking area. Here's my. It's like
Yeah.
it's
a printed out
charming.
picture. It's a print, and that
Is that a good use of charming? Would you say?
I think so.
There's a charm to it. I mean, it's terrifying. And
Yeah.
it would scar you. I don't know. What did Charlie do in Tenerife then? Do we
That's
know?
for the audience to decide. I couldn't possibly say. It would ruin the illusion.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I know I did.
Yeah, we discussed it off air.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, fair enough. I wouldn't want to talk about it either. But yeah, so I suppose open your mind to all situations in the club, even if they seem dark and terrifying at first. You should go back to that strange man's wardrobe and get inside it.
And it might be, it might change your life.
Might find the love of your life. What have we learned about clubbing this episode, Charlie?
We've learned that don't pretend to be anything that you're not.
Yeah.
At the bar, if you you never know who's in the club. So if you're doing a kind of New York cabbie accent,
Yes.
you might get called
Your
out on
cousin
it.
might be serving you tequila.
And that'll be really embarrassing.
It would. We kind of want to strike a kind of happy medium between sincere and insincere.
Yeah,
Don't be
I need to be more sincere.
and I need to be more
you
insincere.
need to tone it down.
Yeah.
But together we might
Together we
be
might
the king of the
perfect,
club.
or everyone will hate us.
Yeah, but we'll have each other.
We'll have each other, and that's at the end of the day.
That's what it's all about.
At the end of the day, we go out to relieve ourselves.
And and also for anyone who needs a wee, we're going to provide pee buckets.
Yes, well, we can start up the home.
Oh yeah, we're going to do a kind of a Holby City
A kind
club.
of a Holby, with nothing to do with hospitals, but we'll call it Holby City.
We'll call it the home.
Yeah.
Holby City.
Yeah, Holby City. The Holby City presents the home. Where we'll have various elderly wax figures and toilet buckets.
And a few genuine old men.
And a few genuine old men, because we can employ old men to kind of
We
sit
know
there
those.
for a bit, and then we'll play. I'll do all of the DJing, which is just basically songs you'd hear in basic homeware stores.
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
So we'll get working on that, and love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
See you next week.
It's Henry and Charlie investigate. They're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's enough from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.